Good morning from the Peoria, almost the Peoria Sports Complex. We're here. It's Spring Training 2025.
It's always so great to be back in the Valley, dude, as two people that went to ASU. Yeah, we got here last night as two people who don't have In-N-Out. We went right to In-N-Out. Just happened to run into Feldney and Celestine while waiting there, so that was a funny way to start off the week. I think we got a lot of stuff on tap this week. We're going to take you along for it. Can't wait to get going.
We are inside the Peoria Sports Complex. Look at this new layout behind us, Lyle. Look at this. Look at all this turf. We just listened to Dan Wilson talk for the first time here while we're here. No opening day starter. What else did you take away?
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
I think the Mitch Garver stuff was pretty interesting. You talked about some of the adjustments he's made. You do notice through the first couple games. Again, it's early, but it seems like he changed his stance a little bit.
Tucker was creating chaos. So shout out Tucker. Tucker the dog. Right? In the most shocking turn of events at spring training, Ichiro's over there behind us.
Hall of Famer, dude never stops playing. It really is amazing. And to the one person that didn't vote for him, show your ballot.
Shame.
Show your ballot.
Shame.
All right, so some early notes. Ryan Bliss over at third base, which I guess makes some sense. I mean, you don't only want him pigeonholed to one position. Other note to take away from today, I mean, Matt Brash just continues to ramp up his bullpens. And I got to tell you, for a guy that had Tommy John not even a year ago, he looks pretty unbelievable. Now, it's early, but he looks pretty good.
He does look pretty good. And I was talking to Ryan Divish about this, and he's the little background into how they're going to treat Matt Brash going forward. Every other bullpen, he'll only throw fastballs, and then every other bullpen, he'll mix in sliders as well. The velocity was not ramped up today, but he did get into the 90s today, which was good.
All right, so I hopped on Brock and Salk for the final 25 minutes or so of the show just to hang out with them, talk about what we've seen at spring training so far, and Brock got nailed in the knee by a foul ball from Cal Raleigh.
And what was Cal's reaction?
Oh, Cal thought it was hilarious. When Brock told him about it later on, he thought it was absolutely hilarious. Like, oh, were you on air? He was like, yeah. He's like, ha.
So we just got to see the Andres Munoz kick change in person for the first time.
My God.
Oh my God. The first time we saw it over there in the bullpen, which is behind this video, over there, behind us, when he was warming up. And yeah, it looked impressive there. There were a lot of gasps when he threw it. So then he goes into the live at-bat against Cade Marlowe. And I feel really bad for Cade. He had a terrible swing on it. Munoz totally fooled him. It looks like a pretty good pitch.
0-2. That was it. Kick change. First of many whiffs.
Wrapping up day one, Lyle, I'm going to be honest. I have an analogy to make about day one of spring training for us. It's kind of like a half day at school.
Just felt like in general there wasn't a ton going on today. After about 10 o'clock, guys had to start to head out. There was basically nothing going on the backfields for the minor leaguers.
It felt like every single player left the facility by 11:30 a.m. today. That's kind of crazy. That's new for us, but hopefully there will be a few more stragglers tomorrow.
And now, Leo's Island.
Yes.
Tucker.
This is the best part of spring training right here.
Where's the bacon, Tucker? Who's got the bacon? You go bite TJ on the leg.
Day two, arguably a better day out, I think. We still need to get some stuff done, so yeah, we'll try and get that done today.
And with that note, let's get on that because the sun is right in my face. Yeah.
All right, we just got finished talking with Bryce Miller. I want you to blind rank these Texas A&M football players. Did you know that was coming?
Yeah, that's why I saved one.
Okay. Is there any chance for Kyler moving higher?
I mean, I guess if there's only 5, I'll put him at 5. That's like Joe Burrow at Ohio State.
And Cal Raleigh.
If you were the commissioner of baseball and you could just flip a switch right now and change anything in the game, what would it be?
Anything that's like a rule that's been in place?
Anything you want?
Well, the first thing I would do is not implement the ABS.
Ooh, okay, why?
I just don't think that robot ops should be calling the whole game. I think there's a good human element to it.
It's always good getting to catch up with those guys. I mean, two of probably not only the best talkers on the team, nicest guys as well. Incredible baseball smarts from those two.
Yeah, honestly, like, the interviews are always fun, but some of the most fun parts are talking to him after. I mean, Cal's just kind of breaking down some of the new offensive philosophy stuff. He's a very, very high man on Victor Robles, as he should be, so really cool. That would be a wrap on day 2. I gotta tell you, that was the first time I've ever seen Jurangelo throw in person. That was the most mesmerizing thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, he is legitimately throwing mid to upper 90s with both hands. It's crazy.
It's insane, and he makes it look so smooth too. We asked Jurangelo, you know, because he's probably an inspiration to a lot of guys, does he teach kids how to throw with both hands? And he says, no, because most people can't.
Yeah.
So it's insane. Shout out to our boy Danny Werchansky, by the way. Saw him throw a pen on the backfields as well. He's had such a long journey. It's awesome to see him having the success he has.
Definitely a productive day. Talked to a few guys, got them on the mic. We've got a few more set up for the rest of the week, and we'll keep going from here. That's day 2.
It's day 3, back out here at Mariners spring training. I mean, look at this field. Do you see any clouds? No, I don't see any clouds. I heard there were power outages today back in Seattle, but there are none here at Peoria because spring training is the greatest thing in the world. We are supposed to sit down with Ty Pete today, so cross our fingers that goes through. We're going to try and get some other guys that we flagged down from yesterday.
TJ mentioned Ty Pete. If we end up talking to him today or at some point this week in general, that'll be our first in-person sit-down podcast interview we've done, which we're looking forward to. What we are watching right now is sad. That is Colt Emerson, Mariners' top prospect. Top 5 prospect in all of baseball. Bunting. He's actually bunting ball after ball after ball after ball. Stop it. And now we're watching Julio bunt. Julio bunting. So give me 1 second here. Okay, gonna open up my Alaska Airlines app. I am gonna book the next flight out of this spring training complex back to Seattle. No more bunting. We always love catching up with Gabe Spire.
How well does Gabe Spire know his own baseball trivia? Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Which player have you struck out the most times in your career?
I'm gonna say Nate Lowe.
Yeah, that's correct. Nice job.
Nice, sweet.
Who's second?
Corey Seager?
Yeah, it's Corey Seager.
I'll stamp this right now. Bounce back year, 2025. Gabe Spire, we'll put our stamp on it. Well, a couple other notes from today. Logan Evans threw a bullpen, and man, he looked really good. Standing back there, watching him fire away, he was hitting 96, 97. We think we're gonna actually sit down with Logan tomorrow for a podcast interview. We cannot wait for that. Also talked to Andres Munoz today, who we'll just continue to say is unbelievably awesome. All right, Andres, everybody's asking, can we hear a little bit about this changeup?
It's just a pitch that I saw on page on Instagram and just try to copy that. And I use playing around just a little bit to see other possibilities in case that I need it. And I saw that pitch and I just threw it. The first time that I threw it on the throwing program, I wasn't able to control it, go to the dirt, but starting a really high point. So I knew that I was a lot of drop in that pitch.
Do you remember who threw the changeup that you liked?
Luis.
Oh, it was Luis.
Yes, Luis. I've been asking Luis a lot of times to teach me the changeup.
Asked him a little bit about the changeup. We had to, among a couple other fun things. We're walking back to the minor league side one final time, but after that, we are ready to get to our first game. First 2 days we were here, they're on the road. Next 4, they're home in Peoria. We can't wait to get over to the game.
Okay, we went inside the game. We checked it out for a few minutes, saw a couple of big Mariner prospect at-bats. Colt Emerson flew out to center field. Laz struck out. So it was cool seeing those guys. But now it's time to go interview Ty Pete. So we're now walking back to the Mariners facility, and we're going to sit down with one of the Mariners' top prospects.
We weren't ever really around to see a really, really hyped up high school prospect who was going to go high in the draft play in a game where everybody knew who he was. And I'm guessing people knew who you were when you would come to town, at least a little bit, when you would play games. Was that a thing? Like, would fans kind of show up and chirp knowing who you are a little bit?
Bro, I'd had teams. Like, teams would show up in the same region.
Huh.
And, like, I remember it was my, sophomore year, too. Mm-hmm. And I had, 3-4 teams behind me. Just, going at, it was nonstop. And then I hit a homer. And my mom always yells at me for this. But I hit a homer dead center. And probably one of the hardest balls I've ever hit. Uh-huh. And I don't even think the ball got off my bat. I was turned around, fully turned around, like pointing at all of them, fully turned around. And the team that I hit it against were like, what is he doing? Like, I thought he was going to say something to us. I didn't say I didn't have a problem with that team. I had a problem with the people like yelling in my ear the whole game. Yeah, they left after that.
Look at us, dog. We're closing down the press box today. How fun.
Wrapped up an awesome interview with Ty, got to see a little bit of the game. Now we're just hanging out, doing some editing. I think we're ready to power down for the day, go get some food, and come back for the second half of this trip starting tomorrow.
Looking forward to it. Look at that view. Look at that view. It's a glorious day 4 and a lot windier. Fun fact that I did not know is that when it was windy at spring training and Lou Piniella was the manager, he would use days like this where the winds are gusting right now about 25 miles an hour. There's dust kicking up. Despite the fact it's sunny and there's no clouds outside, they use this as infield pop-up day. Lyle, could you catch an infield pop-up today?
Yes. I was a good baseball player. Could you?
I could not. No. I was not a good baseball player. That's why I'm here.
Sad.
Anyways, exciting day ahead of us. We're hoping to sit down with Logan Evans today. That should be a lot of fun. I think we'll also get Logan Gilbert on the mic today.
See what else we do?
We're past the halfway point. So here we go. What a chaotic morning.
Good morning, but chaotic morning.
Yeah, seriously chaotic. So let's see what we did in the span of this entire morning. So in order, it went Logan Gilbert on the mini mic. He was great. What's your most strikeouts in a game?
I think it's 13,
Close.
12.
It's 12. Yeah, can you remember the game?
San Diego.
Right? Do you remember the date?
It was probably in August of 23.
Yeah, you got that right.
August
Specific date?
14th.
Close. You're within a week. August 8th. Then we had our sit down with Logan Evans. It was fantastic. The wind, Lyle, was really blowing. And we got our first real foray into dealing with weather and climate while doing a sit-down interview. So that was fun.
A lot of the guys will stroll in on game days with their bangs or their rain or anything of that nature, and they get going. But yeah, like I said, I just for health reasons, I don't like to do all that.
I have a healthy thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
Smelling salts.
That'll get you going. Have you guys, I know this is a little off note, but have you seen the prank videos of people saying like they got this new fragrance and they go around with smelling salts like in the middle of the mall?
I don't think
I'll make sure to show you guys, but you'll crack up. It's hilarious. I mean, it's a little messed up going up to random people like, you want to smell this? They go, and then they like do this huge thing like, what the hell is that? But yeah, it's pretty funny.
Logan was awesome. You guys are going to enjoy it. We promise. But yes, we did fight through some stuff.
And then we wrapped it up with Emerson Hancock. He's the man.
Who's always great. One of our favorites.
He is the absolute best. Can't wait to see him at the big league level this year. How many facts does Emerson Hancock remember from his college bio? You had a 1.99 ERA your sophomore year at Georgia. Where did that mark rank all time?
6th.
Close.
9th.
8th.
Dang it.
Close.
Somewhere in there.
What round were you originally drafted in out of high school?
38th.
What pick?
2000. I don't know.
Okay, I was trying to see if you knew that because we didn't write it down either.
Was 38th, right?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
38th,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But now, we finally get to go to the game. Let's go see some baseball. What a day. Holy crap. What a day, Lyle.
So nice out. So nice.
We're back at the facility a lot later than normal here for our 5th and penultimate, is that the right word? Penultimate day of spring training. Just had some brunch, and now we're ready. We got a night game tonight.
Shout out Logan Gilbert. We went over to a place called Hash Kitchen, which has been on our bucket list for a long time, been recommended for a while. Got over there, and I looked at the menu, and I was like, I gotta be honest. I don't know what I want. Everything looks amazing. Emerson, Logan, and Bryce Miller were all eating. They were leaving as we were coming in. I was trying to decide what to get, and Logan said, you've got to get the Huevos Rancheros hash skillet. And I got to tell you, I think he knows what he's doing, because that was one of the best breakfasts I've ever had.
Well, things seem to be winding down a little bit as we inch closer to game time. Pretty successful day, I'd say.
Successful day. I would say it's also kind of a light day out here. Guys have been a little more laid back, I'd say, even than usual. I think just with the night game and getting in late, but it's been fun.
Good to catch up with our guy Logan Evans. Got him after the sit down, got him on the mini mic, got Cole Young on the mini mic. How well does Cole Young know the state of Washington? What is the name of the public market downtown?
It's Pike Place, right?
Yes, he's 1 for 1. What state is directly east of Washington?
Idaho, right?
Yeah, you're 2 for 2. Got Ryan Bliss on the mini mic. Which Auburn Tiger would you rather have? Frank Thomas or Bo Jackson?
They're both legends, but I'll go Bo Jackson just because he did football and baseball.
What's the most impressive thing he did on the baseball field?
I don't know, running up on a wall in center field at full speed is pretty hard, so that was pretty cool to see, yeah.
Tim Hudson or Casey Mize?
I'm going to go Tim Hudson just because he was my coach my freshman year. He was the pitching coach. Spent some time with him and, got to see how he went about his day.
I'm really excited for both Cole and Ryan Bliss this season as they get their chance to get to the big league level, and same with Logan. Is this like the best night for a game ever?
Dude, it is gorgeous out. Perfect weather, perfect temperature, packed crowd.
Look at the fans behind us.
Awesome.
Look at that.
We've gotten stopped a few times, which is always flattering. Also, Cole Young hit a double in the gap, so that's fun.
All right, the night game is over. The Mariners actually won, and it was a short game, Lionel.
Short game, awesome night, awesome environment, and a lot of really good results. Again, Cole Young doubled. Our guy Brandon Garcia throws a scoreless inning. Brian Wu looks sharp. Yeah, overall fun night.
It was cool. We got one more day left at spring training. We got a list of guys we want to check off. So we're going to be aggressive tomorrow. We got to get this stuff done before we fly out tomorrow night. Now we're going to go finish the night with In-N-Out, because why not? At long last, dog, it's the final day of camp.
Final day, hanging out on the patio, gorgeous out. We got a lot to do today, though. So let's see what we can get done. MLB Network's here. We were talking to Jim Callis for a while earlier, who's always awesome with us. And we'll see how many guys we can cross off our list today.
We just got done talking with Rowdy Tellez.
The man.
He's the man. Yeah, he's now in our corner now. Hopefully Rowdy makes the roster now. That dude's awesome. He's on Foul Territory a bunch. He's a part owner of Foul Territory, so cool getting to catch up with him. All right, Rowdy, give me the 3 toughest Mariners pitchers you've ever faced.
I've only faced him in live BP, but Wu was really, really tough. That was not fun. That's something else. And then, of course, King Felix. I caught him a little bit later in the career, but it was still, 18 was unbelievable. It was still one of the best. Probably say Logan. Yeah,
that was one of my favorite conversations we had all week. I hope he makes the roster so bad. He is so fun, and he's one of these veteran guys that clubhouses just always need. So I really hope he plays well enough to make the roster, because that would be a blast, and he would bring so much energy to that clubhouse.
Wrapping up our final day here at the complex. It's cleared out for the most part. All the players are either gone, they're eating, they're at the game. It's been a productive day.
Really fun day. Bunch of the guys we wanted to talk to on the final day, we did. Matt Brash. In the last 30 years, conference titles won by your alma mater, Niagara, in baseball, or Stanley Cup titles by Canada hockey teams?
In the last how many years?
30.
Isn't it both 0?
Brian Wu.
All right, we're going to have you blind rank famous people named Brian. Bryan Cranston.
I don't even know who that is. I guess 5. Like Walter White?
Yeah, Walter White.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, there you go. I wouldn't know his real name. Okay, I can't put him at 5 then. I'll put him at 3.
And we talked to Mike Cameron, who, like we say, always a live wire. All right, Cammy, I'm going to pin you up against your son Daz in these 5 categories, and you got to tell me who clears.
Oh, my God.
Power.
Me.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Most definitely.
How about defense?
Oh, most definitely is me.
I figured you were going with yourself on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
And shout out to all the fans we ran into today. That was a dead serious incredible. One of the most incredible things I've ever seen. To any of you watching, thank you so much. That was so cool to see.
All of you that stick around and support us, believe me, like never, ever, ever take it for granted. It's really cool.
So we're just outside the game. This is going to be our final stop in Peoria. Go say hi to some fans and sign off from spring training. Here we are at Sky Harbor. Left the game a little while ago. Thought we had to rush to the flight. The flight is now delayed 90 minutes, so we have time to take our final shot. What a fun spring training, dog. That was very productive. I'm proud we go to spring training. The goal was to take another step forward, and we did.
Yeah, am I a little exhausted at the end of spring training? Yes, a week in the desert, running around, exhausts you, but in the absolute best of ways.
Next time you'll see something like this. It'll be time for the regular season. So, isn't that exciting? We'll see you guys then.